The Eagles were on the practice field this morning. Coach Sirianni was wearing a Jalen Hurts t-shirt, and A.J. Brown wore a hat that says Hurtsszn yesterday. That's a new thing, apparently. All the kids are doing it, I'm told. SCN. Is this a new, what is it? Is it a theme? Is it a meme? Is it, I don't know. Is it an NFT? I don't know what it is. No, it's not an NFT. All right. Everyone's focused on...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let you know this video was brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building. You see the products, man. Everything you need, foot spray, deodorant, everything, man. Use code Brunson, say 20% off, get the free shipping, and the free shipping I for that for y'all. And get your Hurtsszn hat. Get your Hurtsszn hat. You know what I mean? Do not wait. That's all I'm going to say. Do not wait. Shout out to the Washington Post, the Philadelphia Inquirer. I used to read the back of the Philadelphia Inquirer every day on the train going to school. It's crazy that they was talking about the hat. ESPN, Max Kellerman mentioned it. Brett Barrett mentioned it, I think, today. You know what I mean? NBC Philly. So shout out to all the outlets, man. That's giving the hat, putting the hat where it needs to be, man. It's definitely a staple in the Eagles community right now, and it couldn't have not been done without you guys. I did talk to AJ. You know what I mean? AJ just so chill about everything, man. He's like, man, don't thank me, man. Thank God. And I said, you know what, bro? Thank God, bro. Thank God, bro. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all for that. So listen, man, does Jalen Hurts have a different throwing motion? Is there a different, not even a different throwing motion. Are the mechanics improved? Come on, bro. You can look at the tape just from the couple throws he's made out of, the few reps that he's had so far in training camp. You can look at it and see that the mechanics got better for Jalen Hurts. And that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? He's a 23-year-old man. He's going to live. He's going to learn. And he's going to do better the next time. It's about understanding what place he is in his life. And, shout out to Jalen Hurts for doing that. Elliot Shore-Parks put out a tweet. He was talking about the reps from last year's training camp to this year's training camp. So Jalen Hurts had 20 reps. And it took just about under an hour and a half for those 20 reps to happen, in real time. Yesterday, in the first day of training camp, Jalen Hurts had 20 reps, and he got it done in 58 minutes, under an hour. So he knocked off a half an hour of the time from last year, from being the first-year starter, to this year being in the same offense. Probably hearing in the same nuances, in the same cadences, and the same terminology, and he's cut the time down to 30 minutes. He's cut 30 minutes off the time, off of the learning curve. So that means less mistakes were made. That means he understands his players more. You got to understand. Now this, I don't care. I don't care. You got through the reps in less than 30 minutes. I don't care about completions, interceptions, none of that. He was able to get through it in a faster time. Being in the same system, it helps. It works. And Steve Mariucci of NFL Network has some real good stuff to say about Jalen Hurts, man. Let's listen, man.
Huge. You're talking about adding a Pro Bowl #1 wide receiver, tough guy, big physical guy, hard to tackle, get him the ball. Jalen Hurts, I got to know him for the draft, and I really like that kid. He's got such a good disposition and so athletic, and I love him. Anyway, his freshman year, his rookie year, he played a little bit, right? A 1-3 record, and then he earned the starting job his sophomore year, and he goes 8-7 as a starter, and he takes the Eagles to the playoffs. I didn't think they would make the playoffs last year, but you know what? They did, and now you add a guy, A.J. Brown, to an up-and-coming superstar, I think, in Jalen Hurts.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Mariucci, man. You know what I mean? He talks about all of the pieces that are put here in Philadelphia around Jalen Hurts. He's talked about, how we built this thing and helped him. You know what I mean? That's my whole mindset when it comes to this, man. You can't be bad. You can't be bad. The things are there for you to succeed. You're still learning. So I have the utmost faith in Jalen Hurts, man, that he's going to get this done. And I think a lot of people are starting to warm up to the idea that it can be done. When you start looking at improved mechanics, when you start looking at how the team is rallying around him, that got to happen. Because you look at other places, Washington, for example, day 2 of their mini camp, it was 5 people there. 5 people there and a dumpster. A dumpster. I didn't know if the dumpster was a left tackle or quarterback. It was 5 people there. You know what I mean? This Philly, this different. This different. We get behind what we believe in. And speaking of Washington, man, I'm gonna be out there with fourth and John guys. I'm gonna be out there with Gale and them dudes, man. Philly gonna take over Washington week 3. We gonna go out there and get the dub. It's going down, man. I can't wait. How good can Nakobe Dean be? How good can Nakobe Dean be? Nakobe Dean is getting, comparisons to, Bobby Wagner. They're calling him Bobby Wagner 3.0. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man, to even think that, Nakobe Dean, we got him in the third round, it could be that good. A lot of people are focusing on position groups like wide receiver. They're focusing on the offensive line and how many pieces we got there. Defensive line as well. Who's going to be rushing X, Y, and Z. I'm really intrigued about the linebacking position because I feel like the trenches are good for the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like the wide receivers are good. Think about it like this. Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, A.J. Brown. Who doesn't matter who the fourth guy is. You know what I mean? I think if Jalen Reagor can't beat out Zach Pascal, and that just speaks to Jalen Reagor. You know what I mean? He was scouted higher, but Zach Pascal has done more. So I really don't think he could do it. But if Zach Pascal is your fourth wide receiver, you're in a really, really good position. A really, really good position. So I'm not worried about the wide receiving group too much. It's really the linebacking group for me, man. I believe that Nakobe Dean is a day one starter, but how will the coaches see this? You know what I mean? How are they evaluating these guys, during training camp? You know what I mean? Because I don't want any favoritism to be showed. Listen, if you've been around, you know what I'm saying? If you've been around and you think you got some, you're on a hierarchy on this roster, or you got the longevity, you got the upper hand, and you should get more playing time than a newer player. That's not how this works in training camp, in my mind. The best product got to be put out on the field because we're trying to give ourselves the best chance to win week in and week out. So it's all about how the coaches view these guys. It's not really about how we view these guys. But hopefully the coaches have a winning attitude. I'm telling you guys, right now, Jalen Hurtz, having the same amount of reps in his first practice this year compared to last year, being able to get it done 30 minutes faster, it got to account for something. Maybe he's processing things quicker. He's putting in the extra time. Because you got quarterbacks like Kyler Murray, man. I read an article earlier where Kyler Murray said something on the lines that he's been blessed with cognitive instincts. So he don't have to watch film. I mean, I don't want my guy like that at the quarterback position. You know what I mean? And there's no disrespect to Kyler Murray, but Jalen Hurtz has been studying. He's been working. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurtz has been blessed with playmaking ability. But that don't mean he can't continue to learn and grow. So I think Jalen Hurtz, took a lot of things personal last year. People thinking he can't do certain stuff. And that's why I truly and firmly believe that we will see a better version of Jalen Hurtz this season. And it's definitely Hurtz season. You hear what everybody's saying. It is what it is. You can't run from it. You can't hide from it. You know what I mean? It was going to come eventually. But you got to kind of think about wide receivers because we got wide receivers who can do a lot of things. I think A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith, is safe to say that they could do almost anything from that standpoint. Yeah, Devontae might run prettier routes. Devontae get off the line. Devontae is like playing and one basketball. You know what I mean? A.J. Brown is physical. It's literally like Shaq and Kobe. They're going to get you the same result, but one dude is going to use brute force, and one dude is going to be graceful like Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? You got the best of both worlds there. Quez Watkins, it's not too many people faster than Quez Watkins in the league. So you got guys that can do multiple things, guys that can stretch the field. So it's up to the Philadelphia Eagles to put the best product on the field. We can't have no lapses this season where one guy should have been in versus another guy. No. If you don't think a guy is going to be able to carry the load when his number is called upon, then he shouldn't be on the roster. It's simple. If you don't think a guy can carry the load or take over what has to be done, if he's the only man at that position to do it, then he shouldn't be on the roster. Your first string or your second string or your third string guy got to be guys that can perform at the highest level if their numbers to be called. Because this is a league. Now, I hate to say the injury word. I'm going to knock on some wood. But this is a league where a lot of things change when injuries happen, man. So let me know what you think in the comments, man. Do you feel like, A.J. Brown should be a day one starter? How you feel about Hurt's throwing motion? What do you feel about Steve Mariucci's comments on Jalen Hurtz? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And as always, it's Hurtz season. Thank y'all for supporting. The link for the bio, the link will be in the description for the hats and all of that stuff, man. Shout out to y'all, man.